From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. That's good. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the gun, it's Stidham. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. You got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
49, guys.
Now the man from Kentucky, this is Lynn Bowden. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Stidham from the shotgun. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think.
Stephon Diggs, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, 89 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. That's complete to Lynn Bowden. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Allen. Forced out to his left, and it's incomplete.
Allen on the keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another carry.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 42-yard
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There on the coverage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 19-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Here's Bass now to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
By the Bills.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Operating from the gun. Allen. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's going to get to the 31. Enough for the 1st down. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Side. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 15-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will extend their lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Patriots 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
9-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Stidham. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Intercepted by the
second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And again, it's Allen. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now Allen again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. to throw again. Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 21. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Bills first down.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
At the 21-yard line.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To the air. Allen. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Stidham. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Breshad Perriman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Calvin Ridley. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Stidham. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He's looking for Ridley again, but now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run with Bowden, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
On the tackle. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Stidham. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Stidham. And Stidham throws another interception, his 3rd. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
By the Bills.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Kyle Duggar.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Allen off the play fake. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this 2nd half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the 1st half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earned that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stidham. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
1st and 10.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. He better figure it out. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. To throw again. Allen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, it's Stidham. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So following the sack, Stidham and the Patriots now looking up at a 3rd and long. Now it's Stidham. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. And he'll get them inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stidham from the shotgun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Lynn Bowden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Bills 24, Patriots 21.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40.
Complete to number 32.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
A toss play.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Is good.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen, and that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
A 50-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. He'll get this complete to his running back, Bowden. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Here's Stidham. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Stidham. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Stidham. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down, Buffalo.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's dropped right at the 40. gain of 3.
32 on the carry.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
9 yards.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
5 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Stidham, off play action. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 42. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Buffalo, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.